from the soul with it. Yeah.
What's going on, everybody? The LAKERS coming to you live with yet another video. If you're new to the channel, please be sure to click that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be a part of the notification squad. Okay, so I'm just sitting right here watching Kawhi Leonard media day, interview, press conference, whatever you want to call it, bruh. And Kawhi Leonard is trending right now on Twitter. I'm not sure if he's trending on Facebook, but he's absolutely trending on Twitter because everybody is so shocked that Kawhi Leonard said 2 words. Like, you would think people would be shocked at the fact that Kawhi Leonard is in a new jersey. He's in a new city. Like, people are actually surprised that this man opened his mouth and talked, bro. Okay, like I'm going through the comment box, right, and I'm just saying people like just so excited, and people were saying that Kawhi Leonard got a pimp laugh. I'm gonna try to post the video of him laughing because his laugh is absolutely like hilarious. Like, I want to do an impression of how you laugh. You're like, I was like, it's like, that's exactly how you laugh. You're like, I'm not really too shocked because, you know, like I said, I did a video a while back and it was explaining how people like Kawhi Leonard, they're in a shell, and it was comparing like Kawhi Leonard to Lonzo Ball. They have a personality. They're kind of quiet. They're laid back. They're, you know, introverts. They really don't say nothing to people. But once you bring them out of their shell and they're a little more comfortable, then you're able to see their personality. You're able to see that they just like to have fun. They're regular people. But these are people who were loners and stayed to themselves a lot. Typically, people who are antisocial, they want to be friends with people, but it takes them a while. Kawhi Leonard is the typical antisocial person who loves to be to himself. These are people who like to stay closed into their room a lot and don't want to be around a lot of people. And a lot of times they don't trust a lot of people. Kawhi Leonard is showing his personality. You know, this just proves that he could fit perfectly in Los Angeles. It's even this picture online where Kawhi Leonard was smiling at the All-Star game when he was dunking. And I think, I'm just paraphrasing, but I would go find a picture, but it was a meme. And the meme said, when Greg Popovich finally allowed you to have fun. And it's like this military kind of environment with the San Antonio Spurs. A lot of people like that don't do well with order. You know, it's like a sheep mindset that we live by in this world. And Kawhi Leonard seems like the type of person who wants to do it his own way. And I think Greg Popovich was kind of upset with that and upset that Kawhi Leonard didn't want to do that. I'm not really too shocked, but I never heard that laugh before. He was like, like that laugh is so hilarious. It got me every time. You know, I think Kawhi Leonard would actually fit perfect with the Los Angeles Lakers. I just have a hard time believing that he wants to stay in Toronto. And I was shocked actually when Jimmy Butler stated that he wanted to go to, you know, that Jimmy Butler stated that he wanted to get traded. I was actually shocked. But Kawhi Leonard, I would definitely be shocked. You know, I think that him showing personality also goes to show you that he could do commercials, that he would have no problem being in the public eye, getting a lot of attention. And, you know, I heard him speak before, but I never heard him like really have a full conversation. I'm actually watching the entire interview. And other people have said this as well. They'll see how Kawhi Leonard likes Toronto once it starts getting cold. As I once said, Los Angeles is the greatest city ever. Like, that's the greatest city I've ever been to. Like I said, I've been to New York. And there's no disrespect to people who were born and raised in New York. In my Kawhi Leonard laugh voice, trust me, I've been to Times Square and I stepped on somebody's shoe and they act like it was normal. Like, I said sorry. He ain't even like, no, it's okay, sir, you're fine. Like, he just looked at me and mugged me. It's like he was almost upset that I apologized for stepping on his shoe. And I'm like, bro, like, I stepped on your shoe. And he was literally mad at me. So like I said, I've been in New York. I've been to Louisiana, I've been to Texas, but there's no city like Los Angeles. It's the greatest city ever. In the interview, they was asking him what was his goals and what does he want to accomplish as being an NBA player. And he was just saying that he would rather just be healthy, which is the most important thing. He didn't, go into detail as anything pertaining to his injuries. He just said that, and they asked him about San Antonio and everything. He was just like, I'm focused on this new city that I'm in. And it's just a 1 year rental type of thing. I'm hoping it's a 1 year rental type of thing. And I think Kawhi Leonard focus now is business and winning championships. It's nothing more that you can really ask for. Being able to capitalize and make as much money as possible, like that will be the ultimate goal if you're a basketball player. And I think Los Angeles is the best city. The environment, the direction that it's heading to now, that excitement is back within the city. I believe Toronto best chance at winning an NBA championship because I think the Celtics is just too deep. I don't think that nobody's going to be able to defeat the Celtics, but I do think it will be a 7-game series between the Boston Celtics and the Toronto Raptors. I think their best chance of winning an NBA championship was to keep DeMar DeRozan. And another great chance of them being able to get to the NBA Finals, the Raptors, is if they're able to trade for Jimmy Butler. Now, if they trade for Jimmy Butler, then that's going to be another issue right there. That will be a huge issue for the Lakers because that will give Kawhi Leonard incentive to stay. And another thing what a lot of people aren't talking about is the interviewer asked Kawhi Leonard would he like to make Toronto a home. And he never answered whether he would like to make it a home. All he said was he's going to give his best. And I'm just paraphrasing right now, but he stated that he's going to give his best. He stated that he's going to try to make the best out of the situation that he's in. He's going to try to win. And that's all he really said. He never stated whether he was going to make Toronto a home. So there is hope. They asked him how does he view his time coming in for people who think that it's going to be like a 1 year rental type of thing. So Kawhi Leonard just was like, man, it's a day-to-day. And I understand that he doesn't want to commit himself long-term to anything because he got to negotiate a new contract and, he's got to focus on the business and other things and keep himself open for other opportunities and, different deals that could possibly present themselves. Honestly, in my opinion, I believe that Magic Johnson has a lot of power in his hands right now. He has a lot of leverage because he could offer so much if he wants Kawhi Leonard. Now, there's a huge risk of waiting for Kawhi Leonard. As far as like Jimmy Butler, I don't think that the Lakers should take a risk on Jimmy Butler. Let's say trading for Jimmy Butler and then hoping that he will re-sign the next season. The only players that I would take that risk on is Kawhi Leonard or Anthony Davis. Now, as far as like Anthony Davis, I would take a risk on him. They was talking about Damian Lillard as well. I wouldn't take a risk on Damian Lillard. I think that Damian Lillard is a phenomenal player. Please don't get that misconstrued. But at the same time, Kawhi Leonard is a top-level former NBA champion, made multiple all-defensive teams, finals MVP. You have to analyze and kind of look at things on a different perspective before you make certain trades and you make certain deals. Anthony Davis he's a once-in-a-generation type of player. So when you have somebody who's about 6'11", 7 foot, who can shoot the three, dominate in the post, perimeter score, then you would do whatever you can to trade for those type of players and to have that talent immediately, especially if your goal is winning. The interviewer asked him, do he look at this as a long-term commitment? And he never stated whether it was a long-term commitment or not. I really believe that his heart is set in Los Angeles. He really wants to be a Laker. Even someone raised the question of how would they fit and how would Kawhi Leonard and LeBron James fit all together on the same team? Listen, like I said before, those are one of those good problems to have. Even now, if you look at the Lakers, they have a lot of players that are listed as small forwards. Positions are very interchangeable right now, so it's a positionless league right now. Everybody could play small forward and point guard. Everybody could play small forward or power forward, you know, and you can go small. It's so many different lethal lineups. And I just don't see why Kawhi Leonard would want to stay in Toronto. You know, this is a city known for Drake. I don't want to die for them to miss me. Guess I see the thing that they wishing on me. God's plan. Okay. Like, who wants to be in a city with Drake, bruh? But Kawhi Leonard in a big city, I think that he's ready for the bright lights. And this is probably who he was all along. You know, I really think it was something to Kawhi Leonard going to that Dodgers game. And I'm going to keep saying it. Greg Popovich was just like a major pain. Greg Popovich was this authoritative figure, demanded so much, and he kept players in line. You seen the superstar players on the bench, quiet, not really talking as much. So Kawhi Leonard probably got tired of that. And I still believe that, you know, LaMarcus Aldridge was a huge reason why Kawhi Leonard wanted to leave as well, because LaMarcus Aldridge demanded that he become a focal point because he doesn't like how they were building around Kawhi Leonard. And he stated that before. You know, he wanted to get traded. And that was the first time that a player ever came to him and asked to be traded. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all think Kawhi Leonard is ready for LA, Los Angeles, showing his personality to prove that he's ready to come to LA, the greatest city in the world? Or do y'all think he's trying to stay in Toronto? Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out, okay?